Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here today with President Raul Sanabria of Barayeka Gold and Silver. Raul,
Hi, Greg. How are you?
glad you're here. Yeah, glad we get to catch up, get an update on what you're doing down in Colombia. Um, we're here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver, Canada. It's raining outside, but I always love Vancouver. I'm just glad to be here. So let's get caught up first. Just give us an update on what's happening. I know that you're going to be doing a financing, and if you give us a little information about that, that would be helpful in addition to what you plan to be doing the next month.
Yeah, Greg. So the company wants to continue doing exploration. This is bad markets. Our stock price has been suffering these conditions like every other company, maybe more than other companies. We agree to that, but we don't want to stop. So we are drilling at Ocha. We were proving some more the extension of Layet to the southwest. So we extended over an entire strike length of 1 kilometer. So we keep proving the extent of our corridors, several parallel veins. And we got the second shoot, which got some areas up to 900 plus grams per ton silver equivalent. So we're in the three-figure silver equivalent. It's not as high grade as the initial Layet, but it proves that the several shoots in the same structure. Right. So we left it like that. We're moving to the next parallel corridor, Tavera. We completed 5 holes. We're waiting for assays. So on that front, Atocha keeps moving forward. But we also want to start doing more field work. The property is so big. We're focused on that corner. We know those areas. We need to do some more, go to the drawing board and try to explore and expand and generate more targets.
Well, we're trying to develop priorities because from what I understand, there's a lot of outcrop on these projects, right? And you get excited, you think, wow, that outcrop, we got to drill that. Oh, this one looks good too. So it's more priority, boots on the ground work to prioritize where's the best place to drill.
Yeah, the market wanted some drill holes, so we provided those drill holes. So we drill the Layet, which is the most accessible. So we drill it, we prove there's results, this high grade actually got the grades, which is very important. But the property is big. So the last thing we want to do is to start prospecting with a rig under those outcrops. We need to do trenching, etc. Now, Santa Barbara is moving forward. So we announced this last month, actually it's October, now it's November. We announced there's a resolution approving the title transfer of one of the properties to our name. So we're going to submit mine plans and environmental license to go from bulk sampling to even small scale mining at the same time that we're planning a 1,500 meter program, a drill program, to see what's under that tunnel. We did a press release also a couple of weeks ago with the extension of that Santa Barbara vein, channel samples every meter and a half, is splitting in two. We still have 24 grams per ton average. Wow. So we got the 1 ounce per ton average on vein number 2. This extension is going to 24. And we got the 500 ton bulk sample, don't forget about that, with 24 grams per ton average on the head grades. So it's high grade. And furthermore, we also found this copper project near 45 minutes away from the office. And it's like, well, this other company, Max Resources, is exploring in Cesar. They identified all this stratiform copper belt. This is another separate basin to that one. This is contact upper, is lower Jurassic, and it's sedimentary, and it's in Santander province. It's in the Chicamocha Canyon, and it's right there. It's like copper carbonates leaching out of the surface. You will see some nice videos on our website. You cannot miss that stuff. It was spectacular, and there's no ground. There's no mining concessions. So we staked 4,000 hectares, actually 4,000 hectares with the showings in the center, all the stratigraphic unit. So that's a start, and it costed zero to our zero holders. Wow, so it's not a illusion. We found it ourselves.
Right. So now we're going to have to say a gold, silver, and copper story.
Why not? Why not?
No, for sure. Well, I've always been impressed with your property package. It's top notch. It's in Colombia. That's elephant country for discoveries, and that's why I was interested in you to begin with. But watching how you guys do business, and it's a tough market. I wish you didn't have to do the financing right now, but we have to do what we have to do, right? You got to keep moving forward. You can't stop because of a bad market. So we got to keep the drills turning and use the monies wisely while we're in this malaise. But I think we're going to come out of it soon, and I think we'll see much higher prices. So, we're on the right track. So, any other? There's one other project, right, that you have that we can talk about?
Oh, it was the copper project. But the other announcement is, this summer we formed part of the Discovery Group of companies, which is a very successful group out of Vancouver. Mergers and acquisitions. They actually raised more than 500 million. They generated more than 4 billion in merger and acquisition value, Great Bear Resources, all the
Right.
companies that have been this transaction. So we're now sharing the office, or in all the back office. We
Right.
have that right address, and we have all the technical expertise and all the advice for successful people. This for me part of the board, and we see in the office and we meet with them on a daily basis. So that's actually an endorsement to this company.
Absolutely. No, we've had success with the Discovery Group before, as I've mentioned, so no, they're a great group and highly motivated to always get involved with anything they're involved with as a newsletter writer. So yeah, it's been worked out well for me, profit-wise, for our subscribers. So let's shift it up here a little bit. Where do you see what after all this, the assays come out? Do you see any of the priorities shifting for the company now that we have this copper asset too? Do you think, like, what was our number one project, number two, now number three? Do you see any of that shifting with these?
No, nothing has changed. Our flagship property continues to be Atocha, and in Atocha, we are doing like baby steps on the development of the project. Everybody should be aware of that. We are not the only ones developing that district. There's a company around us that is more aggressive, is now moving towards a maiden resource estimate. So it's proving all those grades, and we have those grades. And we're in the center of the package. Wherever you look at the corridor, north-south, northeast, southwest, we're in the middle.
Wow.
And La is proving, and all these results on all the area where all our showings occur is as big or bigger as the cluster of the colonial mines. But we don't have any of those colonial mines. So we are taking baby steps to develop that grassroots project. That's the same. Santa Barbara hasn't changed. We keep having our model, this tight system of very tightly spaced, high-grade veins comparable to maybe the earliest stage of Buritica. Nothing has changed. We keep proving and proving. The more we drift, the more we sample, the more we show how robust is the model. Now we want to drill it and prove that it goes at depth. And we'll do like some deep drilling on that so we can prove that that stuff at surface keeps going.
That could build ounces very quickly.
Very quickly. And then the copper project just opened a new opportunity. What do you do with that? It costed us nothing. So we send our geos, take some samples, do some mapping. We can JV that project. Colombia is now promoting all these metals that are part of the energy transition. They are like they're hitting big on coal, oil and gas, as everybody knows. Colombia now is not the best jurisdiction to be in the oil and gas and coal business, but precious metals, base metals, energy-related metals is still it's a good address to be. Yeah. We can JV the project, we can dress it up, we can farm it out, we can sell the project. So many things that we can do with something that costed us nothing.
Right. And for me, I mean, as contrarians, I always teach my subscribers to buy when the news is bad, right? The market's bad. There's nothing wrong with the company. The company's fine. And you're doing all the right things. But the stock is trading, 8 cents Canadian right now?
Oh, don't say that. We went to 8.5. So 8.5. Now we're back to, but we're doing the financing at 10
cents.
With a 20-cent warrant for 2 years.
2 years.
So it's cheap. It's almost at the same price that we founders participated in the financing. With all this upside potential, we have like top land packages in Colombia. We're not looking at something that someone had before. We're opening new ground in Bolivar, opening new ground in Tolima, and opening new ground in Santander. And then from here on, we got like more than 10 years of experience in Colombia.
Right.
So this is what we can develop. So it's a great opportunity. It's not the company's doing, but it's a great opportunity to get positions. As you said, when the markets rally, this could be a 10-bagger.
You'll do very well, in my view. Your stock was already at 50 cents?
Exactly.
Here recently, within the last 14 months, right?
Correct.
So this market event that's happened has just knocked down, for no reason. As I always say, the vicissitudes in this junior mining market can be like this. You can lose 80% in the heartbeat. You can go up 4 or 5x, in a matter of days sometimes, just based on what's going on in the market. So overall, I just think it's great value for anyone who's listening. At 10 cents Canadian, you're getting in on the ground floor. Limited risk at that point, huge upside in Colombia, elephant country. So with that, I think we'll call it an interview. We wish you the best of luck. You'll be drilling all through the winter, right?
That's the plan. If we close this financing, we want to move the rig to Santa Barbara. That's what we're raising money for.
Okay, that's the next priority.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still doing all the boots on the ground work for the Atocha.
Always. I know other places of the country, but I'm not revealing them now.
Yeah, all right. Well, Raul, always a pleasure.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks a lot. Good to see you again.
You too.